2 years ago, an avalanche buried a herd of elk.
A sight that will be remembered by hikers and wildlife professionals for a long time. A mystery as to what exactly happened.
And to this day, there are elk bodies decomposing in this lake. And yet some people still swim in it.
The day before the hike, and I've reached the conclusion that it is impossible to pack for this trip.
We have a million layers, oatmeal, water, tuna sandwiches, fire, and it all has to fit in here.
This ginormous backpack that weighs more than me.
Well, I guess there's only one thing left to do then.
Go to bed. We had these great Airbnb hosts who told us about being prepared for hiking, which meant being prepared for disaster. Broken ankles, rain, tourniquets. I updated my will before we left in the morning.
It feels wonderful to be up at this hour. Not.
Well, today's the day. A bit nervous.
I'm a bit nervous too, all the scary talk. I mean, on the one hand, it's Disneyland. On the other hand, there's an avalanche which swallowed a bunch of elk. You may not believe this, but I am not an outdoorsman. Although once I read a story in the New Yorker about a failed Everest expedition, the one where Sandy Pittman had the Sherpas carry her espresso machine up to the top of the mountain. A lot of people died on that trip, and the guides were always focused on the schedule and the weather. Ah, fucking hell. If it was late or windy or whatever, they had to stop, no matter what, even if they were very close to the summit. Because if they didn't, people were gonna die. I did not want to die, even though I was on Broken Top, 20,000 feet lower.
Oh, yay! We made it!
Humans are here.
We both have to pee. So we have one napkin.
I have this used napkin.
Toilet, creek, Peter.
So far, so good. There's other people, so the terror is under control. I'm gonna walk on the ice. It's very, very thick. No.
The plan was to start our hike here and go all the way to the top of Broken Top, where No Name Lake is located. It was a 14-mile trail out and back with about 3,850 feet of elevation gain. We expected to take around 6 hours, but obviously took a lot longer than that. We probably took it too easy in the beginning. The sun was warm, we had many tuna sandwiches and stopped a bit too much to take in the beautiful views. Because there were so many. Seriously, check out that view. Of course, later, we would regret this dreadfully slow pace. So it's now officially pitch black. It doesn't say anything.
We're gonna die.
But we carried on in our slow, turtle-like pace. Wow, what a view. We've come to the first sign of Broken Top, and there are two directions.
There's the right way and the wrong way. And I need my phone to tell which is which. From the start of our day, I was focused on getting back to the car before sunset. The problem with that is we weren't all focused on that. Monica wanted to get her shots and make this video. I wanted to live, and I kind of felt that my concerns were more important. The sun sets at 6, so we have 3.5 hours of sun. It's taken us 3.5 hours to get here, so really this is where we should turn around. But some people aren't agreeable to that idea.
So we continued, and that's where things started getting difficult. Things just got serious right now. There's a steep incline, and I'm dying.
We're the blue dot of misery, and we're going to the blue lake of death. Right, we're going to the little blue lake that no one has even taken the trouble to name.
But before getting there, we had to make our way through the bizarre, windy planet of rocks. This last section is nothing but rocks.
Rocks, more rocks, rocks.
Where everything started to go downhill.
It's dark in there.
That's where we are headed.
First, Peter decided to leave me.
Peter! I'm not gonna make it. Go without me.
I will.
Next, the camera fell. And lastly, I fell. However, this was now the final stretch, and I wasn't about to give up. So I picked myself up, and with the last remaining ounce of energy left, we climbed the final steps to Broken Top.
I'm up here with pants that are too small. Not that they're too tight. It's just that somehow or other they keep cinching down. It's an instant plumber situation. It's a little cold, a little desolate, but it's very satisfying to have made it here alive. So this does feel like another planet. There's a lot of naked dirt. You can see the line of cold is here. The line between sunlight and darkness. I'm gonna go into it. Ooh. If it was a horror movie, something would be coming out of the lake, maybe a hand.
Saying goodbye to the lake now. Goodbye, lake.
We out of here.
My feet hurt. My shoes are uncomfortable. I'm hungry. So Peter's very concerned about the sun going down and getting stuck out here in the dark, so we're basically racing against the sun here, but I think we're gonna make it. Got the gloves on, got the jacket back on, it's getting cold, the sun is going down. Oh, it has gotten so cold so fast. I'm just thinking of hot cocoa in our warm little house. We're very close. We're gonna make it. Energy levels were at their absolute lowest at this point, and hunger levels at their highest. But, of course, that's exactly where things start to go wrong. So it's now officially pitch black, and we've come to a sign that has nothing written on it.
We were on that, we bushwhacked to here. So our parking lot is about 500 feet away, 0.2 of a mile.
We're gonna die.
But we really were close at this point, and although I would have loved to have given this video more drama at the end, we fortunately lived and made it to our car, the last car standing.
It's the only car in the parking lot, of course.
Well, again, we survived. I think it was a great success. No twisted ankles. Ooh, everything hurts.
Oh my god, my feet. Perfect weather for making s'mores.
We made it. Our saga has a happy ending. Sure, there was dread when Monica kept shooting and reshooting, no matter how often I mentioned the coming cold and darkness. I kept thinking of great disasters. Flash flooding and hypothermia came to mind. But somehow, even in the dark, things turned out okay. In fact, I'd do it again. There's something great about being in nature, something that makes all the planning and schlepping worthwhile. Partly it's that we did it. Small accomplishments are accomplishments. They tell you that you can, when necessary, do something. So that was our trip to Bend. The weather turned abruptly cold. Pool, parks, and restaurants suddenly closed. The internet failed us. But as a wise old woman once said, things have a way of working out. Every single thing has been great, one thing after the other. Smith Rock State Park does not disappoint.
One of the best things about this year has been discovering nature and hiking and mountain biking and exploring all these places that we would have never explored if it hadn't been for the lockdown.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, cities were closed, so nature was open. And it was great here. I like the ducks.
I love the ducks.